Hello, family. Today we will be again with you playing Minecraft, and it is very cool. But there is one bad news. It is that we will lose our growth when we take damage. No matter what damage you have, you will still be slightly reduced. If you take a lot of damage, you will become very tiny and you will only have to be crushed. Ha ha ha.
Hello, family! Oh my god, that's very scary news that our dad said. I personally don't want to lose height or even be as small as ants. We should all try not to get hurt at all, because if we are small, we can almost do nothing. We will run slowly, not jump high, and most importantly, we will slowly get blocks and may not get it all.
Hello parents, finally we are back in Minecraft. Wow, such a sure interesting feature is added to us today. I hope it's not a mass infection and it's not for life. Because it would be scary to constantly realize that if you take any damage, you will decrease in size. George and I are going to have a hard time because we're small enough. And we're going to be smaller if we keep this up. Today you have to try not to get hurt.
So now, we all need to generate enough resources so that when we shrink, we have the resources to live and we don't suffer small. So personally, I'm digging us a rock right now, and if there's iron ore too. All this we definitely need because of this steaming stove, as well as a lot of useful tools. Without this, we are nowhere. Okay, I'm gonna go check the back of the cave if there's any ore or not. Oh my god, I've become much smaller than before. I think I'm halved. It's just awful. I can even barely jump on one block. I hope I get out of this cave.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go get some wood for the whole family. It's a good thing there are very big trees. So I'm gonna cut them all down, and we'll have enough wood for years to come. And we're going to survive no matter what. Personally, I don't really believe that's possible. Once I cut a tree, I have to check it out. I think I'm not going to shrink at all. So now I finished finishing the last couple of logs and need to try this our new feature in Minecraft. Hey! Oh my god, I'm so much smaller. I can't believe my eyes. I'm much smaller now than I was. I was little, but I was a little bit above one block. And now I'm shorter and I'm having trouble moving.
I'm going to mine a lot of sand at a small lake. We'll need it to craft glass, for example, or just for everyday use. For example, you can make a bottle of water out of glass so we don't die of thirst. I also want to pick some sugarcane here to plant it somewhere.
So we're done collecting all the resources that are needed for the first time. As I can see, I'm not the only one who's down. Peppa, how did you get hurt? It was hard enough on the ground. Here I was in the mine, fell out of the darkness somewhere deep in the cave and barely made it out of there. We need to make sure we don't get hurt again so we can settle down.
Now I was just harvesting trees, and I got damage on purpose. I just wanted to see how it worked and how fast. Please forgive me, I have let you down a bit. From now on, no more checks, because I have made sure that we are reducing from damage and very quickly. Now even George is taller than me. Very uncomfortable.
You're all so small. I'm the only one who hasn't suffered any damage yet, and I'm still the same height. Please be very careful, because the smaller you become, the weaker you will be. And we will need to settle in the house and maybe go to the deep mine. You cannot even dig ordinary blocks, let alone ores. I hope you understand. While I was digging the sand, I saw a small village nearby near the river. I suggest you all together now run there. Just please keep up with me, but I'm also not going to run too fast because you'll never catch me.
I can't do any heavy things because I'm small. So to take it easy, I'll just look at the chests in this village. I found some forge and it has a chest. What's there? Wow, there's not a lot of bad stuff here. There's a whole bunch of iron ponchos, some apples and some bread. This is very good because now we have a little armor and not even much food.
So I'm going to get us a lot of food now. The vegetable garden in this village will help me. There's so many plants growing here, especially a lot of beets and wheat. This is very cool. You can in the future make a big farm out of it. The way I see it, I can't do it alone. So I called in Peppa, who I think can handle the task of collecting all these plants.
Yeah, Mama Pig. It's good of you to call me out. I mean, I'm small enough and I don't have much strength, but picking a vegetable garden isn't that complicated, so I'll have no problem doing it. I like gardening very much, but the most fun is to collect.
While we were running around and exploring the village, George found us a cool house to settle in for a while. Night has already come, so we need to think over the night. just as there are zombies outside, no matter how they attack us. It would be less fun if we were attacked by zombies, caused a lot of damage, and kept small for the rest of our lives.
It's okay. I already have a small supply of tools, so now we're gonna go fight zombies. Yet we have settled in the inhabitants not for nothing, and they will necessarily need to defend themselves from such monsters. So Papa Pig, now we will go fight the zombies, and Peppa and George will stay in the house for the leaders. Wait for us here.
Okay, I'm gonna go first investigate the zombies. There's so many of them, I'm afraid I can't handle them. They're so big, I'm scared to look at them. They're so gigantic.
Papa Pig, now I will try to help you with this amount of zombies. There are so many of them, but I'm still the same size and I have the opportunity to kill them all. I hope with the stone sword I succeed and they do not even harm me. Oh my god, I have suffered a little damage. It means I'm going to shrink. It can't be this.
Oh my god, Mom, Dad, you're so little. I don't think the zombies have done so much damage to you that you've become so... Dad's become so small you can barely see him. I mean, it's funny looking, but it's also scary because Dad stays small for life. I hope there is some way out, but for now, we will live like this. If you look, even George is above everyone in our family.
You're all so big, and I'm very tiny because of the zombie damage. I think I'm the size of a little mouse that runs around the house. It's very difficult to live in such a big world. It's like I'm in a big skyscraper. Very unusual and scary. Let's try to go to the cave now. We'll just have to pick up iron ore for the future crafts. But I can't do it.
Here we are in a cave, Papa Pig. Now we will try to get something here. I may be small, but with the help of a pickaxe, it is possible to get something. Wait a little longer than usual, of course. But mind, I will continue in the same spirit until I get tired.
I'm a little bit bigger than you, Mom, but I think I can dig blocks just like I do when I'm normal height. I feel a lot of energy and strength. Now I'm trying to extract rock or iron ore. An ordinary stone breaks easily, so there will be no problem with the rock. And as I see it, iron ore is not going to be a problem either, because it breaks as quickly as a rock.
I can't do anything at all, so I'm just gonna stand here and try not to get lost in this cave. We'll have to go home soon.
A few moments later.
Family, we have to go! Ah! Creeper!
I think we all died, but we were able to reborn in our house. It's very strange because we are back to the same size and height. I think that effect was before the first death, and then it's gone and it's back to normal. I hope we never have another adventure like this, cause it's scary. But I loved today's survival, especially being an ant.
What? We were blown up by the creeper. How did we survive? It is very good that we are all together again with the same height. I wouldn't want our dad to be the smallest and George the tallest. That's not proportional. Ha ha ha. I'm kidding. I would live with you even if you were very scary monsters because you are my family and we will always be together.
This survival was the most exciting. I liked being even less than I am, but I wouldn't want to be as small as Dad was today. I mean, it's an almost imperceptible growth, and there's always this feeling that you're going to be crushed by someone just like that. But it's always better to be tall because I'm used to it myself and the people around me.